I'm here with Jennifer Bradley to discuss the book that she co-authored, The Metropolitan Revolution. Jennifer, would you tell our members about what the Metropolitan Revolution is and how you went about researching it?
The thesis of the Metropolitan Revolution is that the federal government is not right now in a place to solve a lot of the problems that are challenging our society, whether that's the increasing diversity in our society, whether that's addressing income inequality, or whether that's making sure that the recovery is strong and powerful so that everybody starts to feel like we are out of the Great Recession and have finally put that behind us. While the federal government is unable to act, and we think this will be happening actually for a while because of budgetary constraints and other reasons, cities and metropolitan areas and the vast networks of people that make them work are stepping up, and they're coming up with really creative solutions to jumpstart their economies, to integrate immigrants, to address income inequality, and to solve problems not only for themselves, but to give models for solving problems for the nation as a whole.
And Jennifer, will you tell us about how transportation infrastructure is one of the major building blocks for this metropolitan revolution?
Transportation is a great example of how people can come together around an issue and work collaboratively across many different sectors or solve old problems in new ways. And I'll briefly give two examples that we talk about in the book. The first is Denver, where the Fast Tracks initiative is the largest public transportation build-out that's happening right now in the country. Fast Tracks was a collaborative effort from government, business, the environmental community, and a range of sectors to get people in the greater Denver region to agree to tax themselves for this big build-out. Fast Tracks proved to be an incredibly unifying experience for the Denver region and a way that they recognize that working collaboratively, they have the power to achieve great things for their region. Fast Tracks has run into some financial difficulties, so it still is a continual project. It's still a continual task every single day to maintain the coalition that supports Fast Tracks, that might support another tax increase to get the final build-out done. But it's a way that transportation provides a unifying element or theme for a region to come around and act collaboratively on. The second example we talk about in the book is Los Angeles, which also agreed to expand its transportation system. Voters agreed, again, during the recession, to tax themselves so that they could finally have a stronger public transit system. Former Mayor Villaraigosa, realized that he could have a great job creation impact if he were able to build out his transportation system in 10 years rather than 30 years. So he rallied mayors, labor leaders, business leaders from around the country to create changes in the TIFIA program, in a federal funding program, so that TIFIA loans could be larger and that they could be used in more flexible ways that really reflect how transportation gets built, as opposed to how federal folks think transportation should be built. This is another example of how metropolitan leaders are thinking creatively and collaboratively, and they're going to the federal government and saying, you need to help us solve problems. You need to get behind us and support our problem solving. The federal government isn't necessarily taking the lead. They're providing important support, but they're not driving this. Metropolitan areas are.
Well, thank you, Jennifer, for sharing some of your insights about the book, and we will be providing more information on the ITE website and through ITE Journal. Thanks again.
Thanks.